So in my email yesterday, I kind of mentioned roughly just that we had WeVideo available, and if you're interested, you might want to let me know because we can set up some accounts. We have 500 student accounts that can be created and pulled as needed, so it should be plenty for everyone. But I wanted to go ahead and give you a more formal tour to maybe give you some ideas and show you some of the options and opportunities that exist. So when you open up WeVideo, you're going to notice a lot of similarities between iMovie, and you'll hear me mention iMovie a lot because I know that's what many of you have used for video editing and a lot of our kids have familiarity with. So it's kind of the best comparison I can think of. So you have options where you can create a new project, be it a project, which is a collection of videos that you made that you kind of collaborate together, or editing a specific kind of video clip. You may or may not notice a lot of difference between the two. I'm going to go ahead and show you a video that I've been quote unquote working on. So when you pull this up, you'll see you have a timeline with layers of audio and video, and you can do multiple video layers, which can do different things. For one, it can be like having your clips time out to where they fade in and fade out. But the other cool thing that you'll see is that up here there's some graphics. Now these are background graphics, be it video animations, different solids, overlays. And here's the cool thing with these overlays. I'm going to click one of them. These are basically transparent overlays that you can put kind of in or over your video. So an overlay could be, let me delete this out. So, this could be your top layer, okay? And then this is going to look terrible, but I'm just going to kind of try and show it to you and see what happens. And so now when I play it, you can see that my overlay grows over my background. So it's almost like being in Photoshop where you can have layers of videos. So you think about some of the creative possibilities, especially if you're doing an ELU that requires a commercial or some marketing. This is going to be a huge help because there's a lot of, like I said, with this layering, there's a lot of cool creativity options. And then, of course, you can add tracks and things like that as well here, audio or video track if you want to have multiple things with that going on. And you can record the video and the audio straight in. So you've got that background tab. You also have your transitions, just like anything else where you can transition between clips. And then you can pull in. Now they have some free media clips already built in, sound effects as well. And then there's also some premium music, which I believe we get access to because of our paid subscription. And so I know a lot of times one of the tough things is finding basically royalty-free music that you can use in projects like this without worrying about copyright. That stuff's built in. And so they can go through those media folders and find it. And then there's also text where you can add, your text, your title text, subtitles, things like that. So some of those things are similar, but then you can see there's also some bonus features available. The other cool bonus feature that I will say is when you are creating a project, and let me go ahead and go back so you can kind of see this. I'm going to create a new video. Click next. Okay, that's creating a video. This just pops up. But let me show you, let me go back, what happens when you create a new project. You can choose to have a personal project, only you can edit videos in the project, or a collaborative one where you all can work together and you can view and edit any video or things from the project. Now there's a shared one where you can share some of the resources, but not the actual central project. So that could be useful, but I love this idea of a collaborative project. So I'm going to say test collaborative. Okay, I'm going to choose that. Okay. And apparently I'm not, title. Sorry. Learning as I go, I guess. All right. So I've got a title, I've got a description. I can choose this collaborative project and I can add all members. I can select specific members, or I can send a link, okay, to invite them. All right. And then you can go from there. And it's done. And I get this link that I can send to all the group members, or maybe there's just a media team on my ELU, okay? And then from there, you can start to create clips and media, and you'll see you've got this shared media folder where you can put in images, audio, video clips. and truly they can collaborate and work together. Now, obviously, there's times where you just sit around a table because you want to discuss and talk back and forth. But then there's also this where if someone's shooting up footage, they can load it up into WeVideo because since it's web based, you can do it through Chrome. There's also iOS and Android apps available, and to where they can get those videos from their phones, tablets, computers, whatever, into these shared folders, regardless of what platform they're on. So that's the other cool thing. So I wanted you to know that you can do collaborative projects and you can do shared. Now, let me see if I can do this as well. When you put a clip in, now this clip won't work exactly like you would want it to, but I just want to show you this available. So when you get a clip, you double click on it, and you get all these things where you can rotate it, flip it, fit it. Okay, that's not really anything new. You can adjust the audio levels, fade in, fade out audio. Again, nothing new. You can change the way some of the animations, the transitions work. Okay, set the contrast, all that kind of stuff we've seen before, speed, whatever. But here's the cool thing: it has built-in chroma key, and the cool thing is you can pick any color. So technically, if you have a white wall in your room that your kids want to film in front of, then they could come into the dropper and set that color. Okay, and they could pick it, and you can see it takes that color out. Okay, now obviously that is not what I want to do. So I take this color, I hit enter, it all comes back. Okay, but you can basically incorporate what's called green screen, but you can use any color. Now we do have green screens available on each campus, and you can kind of talk with me, and we can, and we can work on, kind of the options for that. But just wanted you to kind of know that kids could actually incorporate the screen scene. As long as it's a solid color, you can pick that color and pull it. And then if you remember, you have, I'm going to click done editing. You've got these layers, so you could drop in a background. If they're doing an ELU about a foreign country, they could actually be at the places they're talking about, almost like they're reporting about them. If it's math and they want to teach a math lesson of some kind, they could do a real world math problem where maybe, I know I've seen the one about how fast will the bucket drain. So the bucket could be draining next to them, in the background somewhere, and then they go through different scenes and setups. For ELA, if you're doing some kind of type journalism type activity reporting, CT, real world stuff, sporting events, whatever, you imagine the possibilities of that and being able to put yourself in any scene in the world. So I wanted you to see that this tool is available. If you want to use it and you got questions, we can come sit down and talk about how maybe it might incorporate into the ELU you're doing. But also if you decide this is what I want, I know I'm doing a video or they need to make video a part of it, I'm more than happy to actually come to your class and sit down and help you with your students as well and work with them in a group, kind of give them an intro, work with them one-on-one. I'd love to do that. But I wanted to let you know, not just WeVideo available, but here's why it's exciting. At least I think. If you've got questions, let me know. Check out some of the other videos that have been going on, and talk to you real soon.